Hi everyone, welcome to a Stamping to Share video. My name is Kate Kalthoff and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to make these Ghirardelli chocolate favors that use the new Stampin' Up! Spiral die. So cute! I'll show you what the die looks like. The die looks like this, and when I first saw it I thought, oh goodness, how will I ever get anything pretty out of that? Because I'm not really the world's best at twirling and folding, and actually making flowers is truly not my forte. However, I found using this die it really wasn't that difficult. So the first one is this one. This does not have a rhinestone in, and then this one I fancied up a little bit with a rhinestone. So I'm going to show you how to do that, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I went to Patty Bennett's blog, and she has a tutorial on making the spiral flowers. So goodness sakes, if I hadn't went there, I don't know that I would have ever been this accomplished, and I'll be sure to provide that link for you. So this is how we go about doing it. The first thing that I did is I took a piece of basic black paper and I cut it at 2 by 6 inches, and I scored it 1/8 inch over and under the 3-inch mark. So basically that means you're going to score it at 2 7/8 and at 3 1/8, because that's going to be where you're going to fold it, and your Ghirardelli will sit right into that area. And now, before you actually fold these score lines, what I would do is go ahead and punch both ends of this piece of paper, and I have the new Scalloped tag punch here. So you're just going to insert that into the punch as far as it goes on one side, flip it around, and do the same thing for the other side. And then you have this lovely little two-ended tag that's going to hold your chocolate. So we're just going to fold that up. And then I just go ahead and I put my ribbon around. I have the Primrose Petals satin ribbon here, and I'm just going to cut probably about 6 inches or so off of this. That gives me a little room to work with it. And I'm just going to tie this over once and then over again. And what's nice is you can just you can make up all of these in advance and then insert the chocolates in later. Because actually it's tight enough that the chocolate fits in real nice. Just going to take the ribbon scissors and trim that up so it looks nice and cute. And now the next thing I did is I cut a little die cut from the Secret Garden framelits, and I'm just going to set that onto my holder, and I'm going to use just a little bit of the multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm not going to put it on the very last leaf because that tends to stick out over the holder. So that just goes on like this. And then the next part is we're going to set this aside and we're going to get our spiral die ready to go. Now I am using some Coordinations cardstock. This is in Cherry Cobbler, and this is Primrose Petals, and I have one of the sanders from Stampin' Up! And I've found that, you know, there isn't a lot of difference when you sand the Cherry Cobbler, so I don't even bother sanding that. And that's actually a lower level. You'll see when we're putting the flower together that you don't see that much of the edges of the Cherry Cobbler, so I don't really worry about getting that so perfect. Alright, so that's good. See, now we've roughed up our edges. So I've put the two spiral die cuts together, and now I'm just taking a tweezer so that I can get the edge started here, and I'm just rolling it. I'm going to roll up this entire flower, as you can see. And of course you could make this more or less distressed depending on the look you're after. And then I just make it really nice and tight on the inside. I just keep twisting that tweezers. And then I let it go. You can see how it's kind of spinning apart. And just like that I have this lovely rose shape. And to make the petals open up, I just take the palm of my hand and I press down on it, and that causes the petals to open up. You can see now how the petals have opened up. Then to get it ready to glue, I just bring my silicone sheet in here, and I'm just going to lift up this top part. I'm just going to put glue right here, kind of a nice big blob. And then I'm just going to set this in. I'm going to grab my tweezers again, and I can twirl this up a little bit until I get about the size flower that I want. It's a little bit hard for me to show you. I'm afraid my hand is getting into the picture here, but you can kind of see how this is working. Alright, and now that our flower has had a little bit of a chance to dry, we can just take that tweezers away from it, and there it is. Our rose is complete, and it's so beautiful. And now all we have to do is attach it to the Ghirardelli chocolate holder. And if you want, of course, you could put a rhinestone in there or just leave it plain. And I actually kind of like it plain really well too. So now to attach it to the chocolate holder, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right there at the base of the flower, or at the base of the stem. And then I'm going to put my flower right here. And I like to make sure that I kind of stand it up like this to make sure that it will help the Ghirardelli chocolate stand up. So I just make sure that this is flush with the bottom of the holder. And there it is. It's complete. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Here's a couple of other pictures of ones I've made. I'll get these in so you can see them all. And here's another one. They're so beautiful. I just love them. And there you go. Have a great day. Thanks so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. I really appreciate you. Bye-bye.